What is up, guys? Welcome back to game number 2 of this best of 5 series between Batu and Consensus. Consensus leads in the series 1-0 after an impressive game as a rush shot on Alaska. Game number 2, we're on Baja California with Batu spawning to the east of the map in the colour blue, playing as the Maltese civilization. Trying for first pass trading post, missing first pass trading post, and that's a real tough one to get there. I think Batu should have committed to his side anyway. I just saw that straight away. I thought I needed to check whether he got the pass or not. It's quite big if he did or didn't. Big Consensus spawning to the west of the map, playing as the French. Noticing loads of starting hunts. I'm sure Batu Consensus would see that and be very happy about his map spawn. Does go for the train post in the north side of the map, scouting around. Let's have a look at his line of sight. And I like this a lot here from Consensus. He's using his scouts to scout ahead of the Explorer to look for where Batuan's Explorer is, so he knows whether he can go greedy with treasure taking or play it safe. He does see it, also does scout for the treasures, so Batuan knows that this treasure, cow for 2 coyotes maybe, not stay away. 60 food, 2 coyotes, yeah, take that. Scout here from Consensus, kind of just moving behind, looking, does see the Explorer, but at this point, too late. Consensus has taken the treasure and will safely move on. Surprised he left the 75 food to 3 coyotes. I would have tried to take it as soon as possible, especially with this 12-10 build order that France is going for. Let's look at Consensus' deck. 1 versus 1. Does have some Navy cards. Naval combat in age 2. But nothing really standing out. 10 Jaegers in the 3rd age. Nothing too heavy in the 4th. I mean, interesting to see how Batuan wants to play this, because he's gone for a market start with a house and a trading post, and all this is very expensive. And you see how Batuan's doing a 16 villager, and at that point he might not even get. I think he might be idled at some point trying to get the house in time as well. So this age 1 doesn't fill me with that great confidence as always. Aging up now with the 400 with the Quartermaster. Angsor's coming in behind this. So it looks like Batuan here is really gearing up for a German tongue playstyle. But yeah, he has defensive one hunting base pretty much going out, and he needs to really secure this forward hunt for this German tongue play to really work. It's so slow, unfortunately, as Malta trying to go for this greedy build order defensive turtle, and when you have up against a civ like France in 12-10, they age fast, and then they can just do stuff like send in 4 CDB straight away, or well, you think so, but Consensus have forgot to build a house in transition. He's like, why can I not click this building? 2 vills queued, 4 vills are being sent behind that, and the upgrades are rolling pretty quickly. Forward scout will catch the Explorer, but nothing else. I think he's just worried for potential bow pike push here from Malta when he does get to the 2nd age, but from France's point of view, how would I play this? Maybe like a 5 Musk semi, try and siege at trading post, be annoying, get to the 3rd age, then push Musk. Crucier, Falconet is how I would go about my game style into Malta. CDBs do come in and they'll get onto the resources quite nicely, and 17 CDBs early on represents like a 22 vil, 23 villager economy, and it's good upgrades as well with the steel traps. Meanwhile, look at Batuan, he's got 16 villagers. Okay, soon it'll be up to 20 with the 2 settler wagons and not even steel traps. So you can, even at this moment in time, it feels like a good build order that things are coming in a timely manner. You're so far behind other civs at the moment that the gap is only ever increasing, and then you get to a point where your ecos will be the same, then you start to have a better eco, and that difference will be closing. But then what you're trying to buy is time, which the other person just won't let you. And Consensus here pushing out with musketeers onto that middle trading post will put, well, would put Batu under, like, not really much pressure, but the fact that this TP is in line of between the two bases, you can't really not walk past this without sieging it down. It's a freebie. And
Yes.
Batu trying to get a free musketeer kill as well. Going to go for sentinel defense, being trained as well, but how do we afford settler wagons, houses, and sentinels? And we do that by sending in 700 wood. So even this little idea of going for the musketeers instead of crossbow pike, or any units for that matter, is now having to send in 700 wood instead of Wignacourt. Wignacourt being a 30% eco boost for your units. So he's kind of negating that by going German tongue. So, and then you're missing out so much because with the German tongue and Wignacourt combination of having so many more vills, it just always feels super awkward as Malta, and we'll get fourth, maybe go for a fifth sentinel, should get that out, doesn't. Still, not having many villagers on the field. Now Wignacourt coming in behind this, but let's have a look. 19 villagers, still 3 settler wagons, and the fourth one's now been trained behind this. Wignacourt is coming in, but we're down a trading post. Okay, very luckily getting given the XP on the upgrade here of the stagecoach. France is going to take this, and oh, what's Consensus up to? He's now sending, I think gold's on the floor. I think he's picking up gold already. Yeah, he's just going to age up very quickly behind this, and this TP is about to go down. And just one more siege, 2 more sieges. Come on, you got to get this down before the pass comes, and he does. Consensus is making this hard work killing these sentinels. But these units are kind of paying off, definitely. And sentinels away from the TC, they don't have their defensive bonus, so they're just slightly stronger musks, but nothing to write home about. Same attack as a regular French musketeer, just a little bit more extra HP and range, but in this situation, it doesn't matter. The trading post is up. The resources are nearly in, the shipments stacked, and Consensus is on the way to the third age. Checking from Batu's point of view, where are he right now? Okay, now he's sending in 700 gold to age up on the coin, which, great, is a good move because, you know, you have to get stuff done, but you're down 3 TPs as well and an age. And then we're going to need to send in a cards to fast age if we are going to age behind this. I kind of feel at this point you can't. You're too, in terms of tempo, you're too far behind to stay to age up slow. So you have to either age up fast with the card or just stay age 2 of mass units. And not really too sure where Batu's what his playbook is at this point. The coin does come in. Settler wagons could gather this up super fast. I still got some vills on the mic. Chopping trees. Second rat's coming down. More sentinels being trained. Looks like Batu's going to stay age 2 and just go full unit. So expecting more sentinels, expecting more hussars to come in. Go for that kind of must-cuss combination. Middle trading post has been taken down, and maybe Batu will try and pick up this explorer to take the trading post, but it just doesn't quite. I don't think it will quite work. Artillery Foundry, second barracks coming down from Consensus. Why is Consensus building this with 5 villagers each? I mean, wanting to understand. Just going to go double musk here, looks like. Do have veteran musks being researched. We don't have any wood available currently for the falconets. The TP line will give us the wood if we get some more passes in, and these musks will move. I would say to move to defend this because a vet musk will win versus sentinels, and that's a fight that Consensus wants to take, especially with falconets. You could get caught by Minutemen, hussars, depots, defensive bonuses, but out in the open, these sentinels are fair game. Unfortunately, though, where are these musks going and where are these falcons going? Okay, he's bringing them together. I was getting a bit worried then that Consensus was going to try and take on an army of sentinels with just 2 falconets. Batu taking down 2 trading posts of France, but Consensus is just going to build one of them back up. Fast build thanks to the French bonus. And we'll be up in time before the next pass, and I'm sure Consensus will put it straight to wood. He wants 106 wood, definitely. Come on. Yes, he does. Oh, yeah. And that's going to be probably another Falk? He needs to cancel a Musk. He won't have enough res for another Falk. He needs another house. It's going to be close, actually. I don't think he's going to get it. He's going to have to shift resources around. Oh, Commandery going down. Konsensus must see this. He doesn't see this! How do you not see this? Okay, we're just about to get 2 Falk. So it'll be a 4 Falk Musk push. Oh, this is going to be super strong. Batu manages to age, double Musk play still. 31 veteran Sentinels. These Sentinels upgraded and under Commandery boost will pack a punch. Certainly very good. But again, he's still housed at 120 housing population. He's only got 80 pop still to play with at the moment. He's not pop capped, let's say, but these Sentinels costing a lot of wood to try and build. Essentially, these are 20 wood per piece and rather expensive. Batu now sending in 1,000 gold. Artillery Foundry at home forward. And that really should be a bit more defensive. 1 Colv being trained behind this. You can see that even Batu with this strong economy is just on the back foot, and part of this game plan is hoping that these villas don't get raided. It will age slowly with DOPS to age with the hospitalities to the next age, which is rather slow. You haven't got a fast age up, but he's gone for those hospitalities instead of crossbows, I think, or a TC. Falk's unpacking, but he should be realizing that his Colverin's being trained here. He's actually going to take the opportunity for massive shots on the units. I don't blame him. Look at the units flying behind this in +10s everywhere. This is absolutely fine of a fight here for Konsensus. The Colvs do come out. He could try and change his turn to attack the Colvs, but he's just going to eat up these Sentinels. The problem is, where's Konsensus's follow-up, and what is his follow-up? So he's just kind of still going Musk Falk, but this is where like 3 Crassiers will turn up and win the game, but they're not here. And those Colvs have just done too much damage. One of the Colverins taking a shot onto the Falconet, and those 4 Falcons do go down, which is rather aggressive. There's an opportunity for Konsensus to kill those Colvs, but chose to take on the Sentinels, but then realised that the Colvs are still there, and they weren't going anywhere. Oh, Falcons do come out here from Batu, and that will push back, and oh my god. These Falconets also boosted from Malta's HP bonus. Not as much, 1% per card, so 7 cards sent here from Batu in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Going for 9 Sentinels as his next card. He's actually stabilised this position really, really well. The 9 Sentinels feels like a nice card to follow up. That 1,000 gold play into Musk Falk felt pretty good as well. The Konsensus is back to 3 trading posts. Full map. He's actually put a wall in the gate here, you can tell. Konsensus is taking this super seriously. Don't really blame him. Miss Rally Musks, though. They're going to see something. Should really back off the raid onto the Commandery. Okay, Vills get in. Oh my god, Falk's just on their own, but they're going to find the jackpot here. And I don't think Konsensus is going to expect this, and to be fair, neither am I. Yeah, those Musk scum's going to get out of there. And Batu's just getting out onto the map, and it feels like the game is just slowly getting away from France. He's losing this control that he had of getting Malta tucked up into their box. Konsensus, he's now going for the 3+, hopefully 5 time push, but I don't think he's got enough. He's got quite a lot of Vills just running around the map, chasing resources. And yeah, with still floating, good 500 wood. And you got to get 3 Crassier batch, so 6 Qs in total. Does have 2 Colvs though. And as far as I'm aware, Batu doesn't actually have. And he's got 3 Falcons, but he's not preempting the Colv counter from Konsensus, even though he's seen that Konsensus has Falconets. Okay, he's seen the Colv from the Explorer. Knights of Road coming in, 9 DOPS, thanks to the Commandery, and a a fourth one is being built. Yeah, so that's going to be 12. And he's going to go for a fifth as well for a 15 dot push. He use the age fast card, so these are upgraded 50 wood, 50 gold. Okay, so this is actually going to be pretty good, and a great timing to deal with the Crassier push that a consensus is planning to do. Yeah, look at that. 6 Crassiers will just get body blocked by the Hospitaliers. Surprised it didn't come forward. Oh, this popped right into Commanderies. Very smart. Why pick a spawn point when you can pick all of them? Skirms will find a villager. Villager surviving thanks to the Maltese health bonus, and that's quite cute actually. Oh no, probably would have survived otherwise actually with very low HP. Now train order Huss. Counter infantry rifling is in here for consensus. I will give his credit to that. That's a good play because he has seen the sentinels, he has seen the artillery, and it makes sense that counter infantry skirms to deal with the sentinels, Coles to deal with the falcons. He's starting to kind of draw back less on the veteran musketeer play, but he does need his entire army together. The Musk's coming behind this, and yeah, it looks like he's just gonna consensus, but yeah, Batu's just going to unpop the dots from here, timing this with the Order Hussars as well, or Order Hussars trained into the Commandery and getting the pop out, and basically have to drag box and defend this. Coles have to engage the Falconets, and it's just a massive Z move, but there's just going to be so much damage being done here by the dots. The skirms are not going to get enough damage done behind this. Once the Hussars go down here from Malta, then the Skirm Musk is going to be fire is going to be better directed. Cole's good micro there. All the Faust go down pretty quickly. And now it's just Dop, Musk, and it's Skirms behind us still. Spanish Lancers has been called. And as fights go, I think that's as best of a fight as consensus could have hoped for. Batu probably could have, or maybe should have. Who knows? It wasn't a bad fight from himself as well. Just turned out quite a lot of the vet Musks there from France stood their ground really well and pushed back. But, yeah, I was expecting to be a crush. So consensus keeping some units out of that. I wonder what consensus eco is like now. Sending 5 dragoons. Let's see an outpost. Village expand into the north. Can't really do much to defend it though. That's the problem. And instead of going for the 5 goons, cancels it and go for cav combat. Going for Jaegers here would be really nice as well. That would be really nice, but he's gonna probably follow up with another batch of skirms. Given that he's got quite a lot of gold left over. The Lancer play from Batu is really nice. Did he cancel it? Was he out? No, they're in. They're not out. They're in. They're in the command tree, waiting for an opportunity to pop. And the thing is, once you call the eject button, you can't cancel it. So they're going to show their face. Now they come. But they're going to chase down those skirmishers, looking for a quick win. The Musk Crassiers will defend. And, oh, drag box, but only just about getting the... Oh, but consensus abandoned the TC. Oh, the villagers have abandoned the TC. If that got up, that could be Minutemen as well. Nice defensive position to fight from. Could be really good. But consensus has to back out. And Batu playing, you know, this Musk style with supporting units. It's actually working really well. You look at his deck and it's just got no interest of Bo Pike, and I think a lot of people are a bit like unsure of how you best want to go about Malta. I'm starting to kind of ride this Sentinel idea, the bands and must Bo Pike, because quite often Bo Pike works, but until you lose all your pikes and your bows are exposed and you just die. But here, Sentinels are always fighting. They're always doing work and always doing some good stuff. Should try and get a forward hospital built to heal the army up. It would be worth him doing so. Sentinel's going for a fight. The Crassiers should they should turn on this. They should be able to kill this. Just do something. Just fight. You're just walking around and just taking unnecessary damage for like 5 seconds. especially when he has even said so many musks in range. The TC going up. The TC is up. Dragoons have reinforced as well. Lancers will move back behind this. Batu now going into a fire for a composition. Oh, he's got the artillery foundries. And he has veteran fire throwers, sent in 9 fire throwers, and he's once again posited them into the commandery, ready to deploy at any location on the map. And I think what we've seen here from Batu is a nice idea that actually you can send in a card, but you only kind of play the card once you need it at anywhere on the map, and it could be right here to eject the fire throwers. Actually, they're probably from the nearby commandery down to the south. They're on the field, they're doing damage now. Gracias get the good position though, they're going to get some good damage. I've got the Explorer message covering the entire fight though, I can't really see too much action. Musks on top trying to defend the Lancers. Goons working on it too much, but the Gracias gone down to the south, the Skirms are definitely going down to the north. And so Malta taking this fight rather convincingly. Skirmisher line has basically melted and crumbled. Spanish Lancers such a great unit here. 30% range resist and multipliers versus all infantry. And just the role they play in an army is so good. They just destroyed that cav line, just destroyed the musketeers as well. And konsensus, down eco, down military, and at this point, Batu's just kind of flooding the units. I'm kind of surprised Batu hasn't gone for a forward fixed gun at any location on the map so far. Maybe just doesn't need to, but that would just round off this game. Probably going to go for Viterossia here, get a second and third town centre. Okay, going for mass combat still makes sense. But do I think konsensus is going to stay in this game much longer? Nah, I really don't think so. Yeah, no, konsensus now going to the tree line, not tree line, the water line, with his fantastic wood eco. Wigner Court's log flume, I think. That is pretty decent. Oh no, just Wigner Court. Wigner Court Gangasaur. Lancers do come in behind. We'll catch these skirmishers. And they're just getting 2-tapped, aren't they? They're getting 2-tapped because of the extra base damage of the Lancer. Okay, no, they're not. 66, 132. Not quite 2-tap, but just a couple shots from Sentinels and Fire Throwers will just allow most of the Lancers to efficiently go through those skirms. But you can see what's going to happen at the moment. There's still more Lancers coming in, and konsensus is still trained musketeers. Fire throwers behind, they're just going to get some great damage, and you can see the area effect and the siege damage just doing some good work on the musks. Bonuses versus heavy infantry, and actually versus musk competitions, fire throwers are probably one of the best units in the game to deal versus them. It's rather awkward to kind of tech into and grab thanks to the artillery foundry and their wood-based cost, but once on the field, they work really well, and yeah, 9 fire thrower card is insane. Vills will come in. Unfortunately, the Vills will get burnt alive. Here come the hoops. And that's gone down. That's brutal. Yeah. Oof. Counter push here with the CDBs, hoping to siege the commandery. It's not going to happen. I think it's just every CDB on the field at the moment is fighting. But you'd kind of rather have your CDBs gathering. So I think konsensus is about to throw in the towel. Yeah, he's only got 8 villagers gathering at the moment. Everything else is just kind of like trying to stabilize, but no, the Maltese eco is just at this point too good and will keep coming. Trip to Jerusalem being called in for 1200 res. Viterossia would have been the better card, but at this point, I don't think it really matters. Having enough resources even for an estate, that's a power play if I've ever seen one. Well, GG. Interesting game. I still think konsensus could have and should have won this on that push earlier. He had 4 Falcons, so many vet musks right in front of this artillery foundry. If he went in and just destroyed the artillery foundry with musk siege and falk sieging, that would have prevented 3 Colbs popping out and defending the falk push, and the falks would have then taken on the Sentinels. Probably Batu would have backed away and tried to buy more time, but there've been colossal eco damage as a result. Early game, I thought the build from Consensus was crisp, getting in the apart from being housed in the age up, 4 vils, 700 wood, 700 coin, get the age. But throwing down double racks, artillery foundry, then it was housed as a result. I think hoping for that wood economy coming in there from the TP line led to a really strong, successful push. But Malta just about able to hang on at that point. The Batu showing us that Sentinel play is the way to play Malta, and I'll be taking a note of that for my own endeavours. I think that pushing as well. Just these are 2 pop Sentinels, so in terms of strength, it's not really a fantastic account of the strength, and you can see Consensus having more stuff as well. Unfortunately, wasn't able to kind of make it work, and for the rest of the game, was still having that momentum, but just not able to convert it to a stronger position. And once just that economy there from Batu just took off, it was, it was uphill, especially with the HP scaling on the units. Interesting that Batu aged up with the DOPS, tried to siege a train post. I think he got it down eventually instead of a town centre. Oh, that game there was for Consensus to take, I think. Batu was definitely vulnerable at many points in that, but played a really smart comeback, especially with the Spanish Lancers, was probably the shout out. And but you can get an 18 DOP card in H3 after having a couple more tongue cards being sent in. Just imagine if you went Spanish tongue, Portuguese tongue, then sending in a 21 DOP card in the third age would be absolutely insane and funny. But as well, we'll leave it there. Congratulations in order to Batu. It's 1-1. We move to the next game, game number 3, and it's best of 5, and I'll see you over there.